I decided to go to university after I realized what I wanted to do with my career, which was to get a professional job, hopefully with government someday. And in today's job fields, you have to go out and get formal education. So I just knew that it would take me a step closer to achieving my long-term goals. Choosing my program was a bit difficult. My expectations in high school was to go to university and graduate with a political science degree, and after getting experience in the field of political science and studying it for 2 years, I found that it wasn't taking me closer to my larger goals. So then I took a few electives, which is a really good way to figure out what you like to do and what your passions are. For me, I have a lot of really different passions, so it was a little harder. So I took an elective in my major now and decided to switch. So that's how I chose my program. My advice for Inuit students is that home will always be there and your family will always be there, and although your time spent with both is really important, you have to remember your larger goal, and that being away from home for a couple of years is very small when compared to how much time you can spend with the people and your land in the future. So my advice is to just never forget that you can always go back, and it's a very small sacrifice for a large goal. I budget my money by looking at how much income I have for the month and splitting it up between each bill that I have coming in. So sometimes, some months, especially around Christmas, I don't have as much money to spend on gifts. So something that you could do is start spending earlier in the year when you still have money left over from the summer. So really look at what your income is for each month as a student, since it's much lower than it is during the rest of the year, and really split it up to your priorities, which is your rent and food and other bills, and then have your other money for extracurriculars such as Christmas, and that's always sort of hard to manage. So just make sure that you start off early and keep up with your budgeting, and don't try to slack off, or you'll find yourself in a hard situation. Time management is really important, not only for post-secondary, but for your future career. But in post-secondary, it's a real chance to test yourself in trying to obtain your degree or your college diploma while figuring out who you are as a young adult. So making sure that you're able to manage how much time you spend working or in school and with your friends is really important, because it will help shape you for the future. My workload, I usually try to accomplish as much as I can when I'm feeling really good. So some days I feel more eager, more energized, more motivated, and in those days I really try to capitalize my momentum and work as hard as I can, and then that allows me then to take a day off on the weekend. So then if I worked really hard one week, I can take all of Saturday off. So to manage my workload, I always make sure that I capitalize when I'm feeling really good and work really hard then. And days that I'm not feeling so productive, I'll make it up in other days. But you really have to know yourself and know your abilities before you can really start trying to take some days off. So just make sure you know what your capacity is. In post-secondary, I find that I seek advice from many different people. So when it comes to paper topics or studying for a test, I'll always go to my professor or my teaching assistant. They're really good people to talk to, and sometimes you can find yourself asking them questions about life in general, and that's really good. To deal with homesickness, I usually talk to my other peers from home or call my family and get advice from them. And at my university, I frequently visit the Aboriginal Resource Office, and they're extremely helpful in budgeting, time management, and even brainstorming paper topics. And then finding like-minded students there as well. So that's really where I go for advice, is those 3 or 4 different outlets. Yes, I get homesick quite often, and usually when my workload is pretty heavy and I get feeling stressed out, I particularly feel homesick, but I always try to remember that I'll see them soon and home will always be there, and this is just a short-term thing. My internship with ITK has really helped me with my post-secondary studies. I'm now entering my last year of my undergraduate degree, and thankfully the work experience that I gained this summer is directly related to my field. So it helped expose me to what I'm studying in school and my future career on a national level and real work experience. So it has really helped me scope out what I can expect for my future. It also helped me manage my time. Living in a different city, a larger city, also helped me for my post-secondary degree because I may go into postgraduate studies to a different place. So coming here and exposing myself to different things and different lenses has really helped me open up my eyes for possibilities, and it also helped me professionally and academically around time management, money management, and other things like that.